And welcome to part 2 of our Google Ads course. In this specific course, we're actually going to be breaking down quality score. What is it? Why does it matter? We're going to go into the Google Ads UI and determine, exactly how do we pull these columns into our reports to understand what keywords have good quality score, what keywords need quality score updates, right? So yeah, we can just jump right in. So ultimately, the position of your ad in the Google search results is determined almost entirely by quality score, right? So what is quality score? Quality score is really just an estimate of the quality of your ad, your keyword, and your landing page, all baked into one metric. Higher quality ads can lead to lower prices and ultimately better ad positions. And quality score specifically is composed of expected click-through rate, ad relevancy, and landing page experience. So basically, when you're searching in Google, say you're bidding on a keyword like HVAC, just the keyword HVAC, and you trigger someone that says HVAC near you. If your ad has a HVAC location-based headline, they click on that, and then the landing page has more HVAC location-based headlines, then you're in a really good spot, and your quality score for that keyword is going to be very high. Inversely, if someone's searching for personal injury law firm and your ads say, LLC contract law, your expected click-through rate is going to be lower. And then if your landing page continues that messaging of contract law and LLC type law firm, business law, right? Your quality score is going to be really low for a personal injury keyword specifically, right? So when you kind of start to understand quality score in those three metrics, it's really all about relevancy. So basically, your current quality score and its component scores can be seen through 4 quality score status columns in Google Ads. And we're going to actually dive in a second, but basically quality score, landing page experience, ad relevancy, and expected click-through rate, ECTR, are all factors you can pull into Google Ads to understand exactly where my ads, where my keywords are struggling. And so we can actually jump in right now. Okay, so here's my Google Ads test account. You're going to want to navigate to your campaigns and then you go to your search keywords. And then Google does not natively have these columns in there, so you have to create like a custom report. So hit column, hit custom column, and then you're going to hit search for just quality. And most of your quality metrics are going to, let's try this again. All right, quality score. So you're going to have a whole section of quality score metrics you can pull in. You can pull in your current quality score, landing page experience, ad relevancy, expected click-through rate, but then you can also pour in all the historical data, right? So you can say, let's look at the time frame here. So historical quality score basically shows the last known quality score for the reporting period. So this way you can kind of reference what my current quality score is due to what my quality score was last week, right? If you can configure your dates, accurately. Basically, once you find quality score, you're going to click on the metrics that you want to look at, expected click-through rate, and then just hit, actually before you do that, scroll into the columns right here, and you can actually drag and drop these columns so you can get all of your quality score metrics all in the same place. Okay, so that looks accurate. Let's hit apply, and now let's look at this, right? So again, these are all test keywords, but it's a really great way to kind of dive into your account and see, why is, sell your own home a lower quality score versus how to sell a home a higher quality score. And again, this is going to end up determining, what your conversion rates are looking like, your cost per clicks are looking like, and it just gives you a look under the hood of, how effective are my keywords? Are my keywords really working for me, and why not? Again, quality score is the overall metric that Google looks at when ranking your bids. However, if you want to dive deeper into the hood, you can just look at landing page, ad relevancy, and expected click-through rate. Okay, so again, the 3 factors to quality score, right? Expected click-through rate predicts whether your keywords is really likely to lead to an ad click. However, you should be actively working on improving your click-through rate, which is often how users who see your ad actually end up clicking on it. So to improve your click-through rate, this is a good example, right? You're looking in the Google Ads UI and you see your click-through rate, expected click-through rate low. How do you get that to a point where Google's going to start to serve your ads more? Be specific in your ads. Include keywords in your ad text, especially in the headlines, and show people exactly why your ad is relevant to them. Second, experiment with different calls to action, right? A lot of times it's really easy just to put very vanilla CTAs, get a quote, learn more, but try to, use different things, right? Add free shipping, free returns, book with the specialist, try a lot of different calls to action. And that's, again, the call to action drives the user to do something, to click on the ad, right? And that's the point of what it's trying to do. Highlight a unique benefit of your product or service, right? A value proposition. Why does your service or product stand out from your competitors? And then the last piece is create a time or a location specific ad text. Actually in Google Ads, if you go into your headlines, you can use a location and keyword dynamic texts inside your headlines and really try to drive that action and make it relevant to this specific user who's searching. Ad relevancy, right? So how do we improve our ad relevancy if that metric is really not doing well, right? So number one, add negative keywords. So prevent your ads from showing on unwanted queries or queries not closely related to your product or service, right? I see, you can look online and find large negative keyword libraries that are already built out. But every industry is specific, right? So if you're in the real estate world and you don't want to serve for mortgage type keywords, right? But sometimes, because they're so closely related and they can cross pollinate, right? Sometimes someone's searching for home mortgage and they really mean mortgage lender, or vice versa. So you add the mortgage keywords to your negative keyword list so that you're not serving on anything that says mortgage in it, right? Number two, create specific creative assets by device. So if a user's mobile search experience is different from desktop, test different mobile specific creatives. Number three, try to be local. Target the right region for your business by using only relevant languages and locations. Again, you can add location dynamic texts inside your ads. You can also add location extensions. Include relevant search terms in your ad copy. We've said this a few times now, but adding search terms that are related to your business into your ad copy is really going to help drive that overall relevant messaging to your user. So to improve your landing page experience, you may want to send traffic to the right landing page, right? I know this sounds really basic, but oftentimes, people that are new to Google Ads, they feel like if I just throw in my homepage, the user will search and find what they're looking for, right? Don't assume that, right? In Google Ads, any sort of pay-per-click advertising, it's really important to get the landing page right. If you don't have the landing page right, don't ever spend money on a media platform, right? So it's really important to send your traffic to a very specific page that has to do with your offer or your keywords that you're bidding on, right? Direct clicks to the pages that are related to a user's query will increase your landing page experience. So if a search is for striped shirts, the landing page should feature striped shirts on the actual page, right? Again, I know that sounds basic, but it's really important because Google will actually scrape your pages and determine really what's relevant to the user. Is this relevant to the keyword that you're bidding on? The second part here to improving your landing page experience is really being consistent. So make sure the landing page continues the conversation set up in the ad, right? So if you're saying get a free quote in your ad, put get a free quote actually in your landing page as well. And make your site transparent and trustworthy. So make it easy for visitors to find your contact information and clearly state what your business does, right? Don't add any confusion. Be very clear on who you are and what you want from the user. The next piece is going to be work on your loading speed and clarity. So help users quickly find what they're looking for by prioritizing content, making sure your page is loading quickly on both mobile and desktop. And that leads to the last piece, which is really rethink mobile. So ease of navigation is really valued by users even more on mobile websites. So make sure your site is well optimized. And I want to kind of expound on that, right? So there's a few ways to splice this. You can actually use like a page speeds insight, and we can actually dive into that right now. Okay, so we're inside the Page Speeds Insights tool by Google, and you can actually drop a landing page in here and determine exactly how quick loading it is on desktop versus mobile. This is really big to understanding the landing page experience piece, because desktop and mobile users are both very different. A lot of times you can neglect mobile users, but most searches are now coming from mobile devices, so you can't look away from it anymore. So you can just type in really any landing page. So we can just type in our website here. And then it's going to analyze this page and tell you exactly how, the usability levels on it, how fast it loads, is this a good overall experience? And again, this is a free tool that you can leverage inside, this is a Google tool, but it tells you exactly, see, now that it's loaded, you can dive into your mobile section. So overall, our performance is 54 out of 100. Isn't bad, isn't great. Again, we're not bidding to our home page, but this is good insights, right? People are going to our landing pages, through mobile devices all the time, right? So it's really important to get this up. We go to desktop. Our desktop is 95. Again, this is pretty common. Desktop usually loads a lot better, a lot quicker than mobile devices. But yeah, so use the pagespeed.web.dev tool to understand, are my landing pages loading quickly? If you're seeing conversions, struggle on mobile devices, the first thing you should do is dive into the Page Speeds Insights tool and just test your landing pages, right? That's a really easy win here. So we're actually diving back into Google Ads, because the second piece to landing page experience is going to be creating dedicated landing pages, not only at the keyword level, but also for mobile specific. So what I mean by that is that if you scroll to the right or the left, every keyword has a final URL. You can actually build dedicated experiences for each specific keyword, and the hierarchy of landing pages, Google will always pull from the keyword if you have that there, right? So you can, if you have a handful of keywords, selling a home, buying a home, different home evaluation tools if you're a real estate agent or a brokerage, create dedicated landing pages and drop them at the URL level. You can use Ad Editor to do this very quickly and very effectively. But again, this is a really easy win to create dedicated landing page experiences and see that landing page experience metric actually increase. The second thing is we're going to dive into ads and ads assets. And we're actually going to go into the specific, responsive search ads and show a trick that is really unique and something that not a lot of advertisers leverage, but it's really effective, right? So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to create a specific page for desktop users and a specific page for mobile users. So when you go into this this test ad, we're actually going to scroll all the way down here to add URL options. And this is where you have, your tracking template, your URL suffix and things like that, also custom parameters. But because it's hidden, a lot of times people miss this opportunity. But then you're going to use a different URL for mobile. And basically you're going to drop your dedicated mobile landing page right here. And what Google's going to do is that every time an ad is serving, they're going to actually split your ad into two categories. If this is a mobile user, they're going to give them the mobile site. If it is a desktop user, they're going to give the user the desktop version. Again, this is a really easy way to strip down your mobile site to the bare basics and give the best landing page experience to your users. Okay, so now that we're done looking at the Page Speed Insights tool and actually into Google Ads to make those adjustments, I just wanted to touch on our final thoughts from part 2 of our course. Why quality score matters. Quality score represents the estimate of your quality of your ads, keywords, and landing pages. Understanding this metric is only going to benefit your bids and your inevitable success or failure in the platform, right? Number 2, what impacts quality score, right? We have those 3 components: your expected click-through rate, your ad relevancy, and your landing page. If you can understand all 3 of these metrics and how to improve them, the sky's the limit with your account. And then, how to improve your ads, focus on ad quality, focus on optimizing those 3 components, and you're going to see success, right? So if you're still here, thank you for watching all the way through. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you on part 3.